Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia State Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. The Panthers offense will get the first crack at it here.
You just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, right, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Grab into the middle. It's good. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Ready to get the first down.
Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. The Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And that one's incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat about Georgia State. At this point in the season, you're probably at if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ends today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity of playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this nickel.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Man, it doesn't get any better than
Roll Tide.
That was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Rice's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today.
Guess I'm a Ole Miss fan for the rest of the season.
The give on the option.
Since I grew up
Surges
around them.
30 out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
We fucking played. We got dominated. I don't even know if we played bad. We just got fucking dominated.
If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up the entire playbook moving forward.
They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's first down Rice. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Smashes ahead. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Owls have this offense rolling. It's a reverse. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver.
They'll run play action. Snagged out of the air. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man on the right. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quick release on the RPO. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Muscling ahead on third and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. That's the end of the quarter.
Try to get some of these fucking players.
One period in the books, and let's take a look at
Stop hurting a little bit.
lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Right into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over. Drive Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Trying play action. Makes the catch. Tackled there by the defense.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big checks.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
This time on target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So now it's second and long. Running back searching for a hole. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. And some room to work. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He'll pull it on the read. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Give to the big fullback. trying to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice catch.
And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Hunt is on its way. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
You gotta love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Got it set up on the outside. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job.
Oh, shit.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They get to him as he throws. Finds a tight end down the gun. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Georgia State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll take it himself. Slithers into space. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Working that wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. takes it on the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, this defense, their cardio, I think, is going to get tested in this one because this quarterback will extend plays, and he's going to do it often. It doesn't take it a lot for him to flush out of the pocket. If he just sees color, he's gone, trying to make something happen. That time he showed you his wheels. He was
the seam on the left. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's the pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun.
God dang it.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Hayes. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the middle. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they add 6 more to go with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. At the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. On the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got the back over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today.
That boy fast.
Running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it in the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Using the quick game. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And
he dropped it.
Opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Give to the fullback. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Makes the grab. It starts. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now on the option. Just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and look for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time. Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He wants to go deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wide receiver comes in motion. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He'll keep it himself. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give him credit, too.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
It's complete. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the end.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty time, just the new time.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do I give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the... Catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
David, generally the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He splits the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. And he really
The defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Rice will be forced to send out the... See if he can help the coverage team out with this.
Cheat in their hometown.
Hey,
they are never seen. And there's a little country town. Everyone knows everyone from miles and miles around.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to.
Sweet eyes in your
Had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to
family
you
insane.
got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard
Down
line.
my name.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
How can I stand up to my friends and look them
They got
in
nothing on the
the
last play.
eye?
It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. It's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Using his legs to buy some time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires in the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to have a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. Complete in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your union. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.